Yeah, I remember that time SEC Commissioner Greg Sankey was talking about how teams in the SEC should be treated differently because they're better and it just means more. Well, I haven't forgotten. And I also remember before the final 12 teams were announced, the SEC cronies that are ESPN, the Kirk Herbstreits of the world, were talking about how, oh, so many other SEC teams were deserving, including Vanderbilt and Texas and so on and so forth. Well, that's the same conference that ended up going, what, 2-8 in bowl season this year? Look, this is 3 straight years of a Big Ten national title. It happened first with Michigan, and then Ohio State, and now Indiana. And I hate to break this to you, but this is the new college football world order. There are a lot of SEC programs that are in trouble, most notably the University of Alabama. Roll Tide. Now, look, I wouldn't necessarily call myself an Alabama fan, but I'm a huge Nick Saban fan, one of his disciples. I call myself that. Didn't play for him, but whatever. But the thing about Alabama is they don't have the huge, large donor base to be able to keep up with this arms race that is NIL. So places like Texas A&M, LSU, they're going to be fine because they've got oil money, or a little more oil money than these other schools in the SEC. Well, you talk about Alabama, Auburn, Tennessee. I know their collectives are on different, sort of playing fields, but some of these SEC programs are in trouble when it comes to the future of this sport. Meanwhile, 3 years in a row of Big Ten Midwest teams winning, I don't see that changing anytime soon. Now, roster still have to play out, but my early national title pick, should I spoil it? Yeah, it's Notre Dame. But I think even you'll see teams like, the ones that have really deep sort of donor bases are going to continue to be able to flip rosters and turn things around really quickly. And that doesn't take away from Indiana. Wonderful coaching turnaround. Perhaps one of the biggest turnaround stories in all of sports. Certainly the biggest turnaround story in sports, at least in college football, rather. But these SEC teams are in trouble.